there was a time in technology where we had all the perks. We had everything. We had, paid paintball days and, like, fishing expeditions, and we'd have, like I said, catered breakfasts and wine and beer fridges at work and giant Xbox, you know, um, playrooms kinda things. Uh, it's very unique, isn't it,
Hmm.
in the world of work?
It is. It is. And notably, what I didn't hear listed, and maybe this is just a U.S. thing, but we would have Nerf gun wars. Um, we had. I remember a place like my very first job that I got as a full time employee, where I was in like a testing role, was at a startup, and I kid you not, within the first week, I mean, Nerf darts would just be flying around, and I'm just like, what the heck have I gotten myself into? And I armed myself. I went and got a little pistol, and I'd have it as a sidearm. But I got really freaking accurate with that thing, and I ended up getting I put like an actual rifle scope on it, like a red dot scope, and I was able. So here's another funny thing too. Like, they were so hardcore about it that I took it over, and one of the IT guys was like, "Give me that pistol," and he took it and he went into a back room, and he came back out 5 minutes later. He's like, "Here, try this." And I tried it, and it shot like 3 times harder. I'm like, "What did you do?"
He had modded
He
it?
modded it. He's like, "I just drilled out the air restrictor," and I'm like, "Thanks." And I come to find out, like, he makes his own. He goes and buys like AR-15 springs, it's a rifle, but it's like an actual weapon, and he just cuts them into thirds, and he just uses those for his guns. And I'm like, "What the heck?" And I work here, so yeah. There was one time there was a power outage, and the home partition went down, so everybody's work was like not accessible. So we like staged a raid. I went running upstairs, and I was going to go assassinate one of my team members upstairs. Just pop, pop, two to the head, two to the chest. And I'm like, he's not even here. He's not even at his desk. What in the world? But yeah, it is such a weird culture. And I'll tell you, one of the things that's weird too is the way that we build rapport and communicate. And I guess I was like today years old until I realized, like, that's not weird. It actually is weird, because like you, I've been in tech like my whole life, right? But we'll just quote movies or situations from games, or there's like a particular episode of Star Trek Next Generation will be like Shaka when the walls fell, and then whoever goes ha ha, it's like, hey, new best friend, all right, I get that, he gets me, he understands me, right? But that's just how you kind of feel people out, and you understand more about them and their background. And it's like, okay, I can make references to Buckaroo Banzai around this guy, but I can't make references to it with this lady over here, because like she just looks at me like, what? They're in marketing, they don't know. So